Beth, of course, Beth, thank you very much. A showrunner is a person that is the day-to-day person, the producer that is there from minute one to minute end and runs a crew of people to help tell these stories. So that's for you, Sheriff, just to let you know. Yes, Steve Rogers. We have Ashley Simmons, and a HARP alum, Charles Snipes. Charles. My name is Matt Ostrom. I'm one of the executive producers. I'm the person that Beth agreed with story on, so that was me. So thank you very much. We're going to take a couple of questions. I think there was a question to start off for the sheriff right away. Oh, here we go. Look at this.
Good evening, Sheriff. How you doing? First of all, on behalf of HARP, past and present, and everybody here in our community, I want to say thank you to you for everything you do for us. Thank you. All right, so my question is, when you decided to take on this venture with Discovery Plus and do this whole thing for the world to see, what were your hopes, or what message do you hope most gets across to the viewing audience here locally and nationally and worldwide?
All right, thank you, Ryan. So first of all, this did start 3 years ago. And can you take the first part, explain what you wanted to tell a story and how you found us?
Yeah, so I had done another show, and I was interested in the story of addiction because of Purdue and what was going on in our country. And I couldn't find a good story. I really looked for 6 months because I didn't want to just chase people who were using drugs, and I didn't want to just have expert doctors talking to us about it. I wanted a community that was actually doing something to change, and I couldn't find it. And then somebody I knew who's an addiction specialist at the NIH wrote an article in the New York Times and said, you need to read these 4 books. I had read 3, one I hadn't, and it was Ryan Hampton's book. And so Ryan Hampton is somebody in recovery. He's very active in the addiction community. Anyway, I found him on Facebook, and I got him on I was like, I need to talk to you. He's like, tomorrow at 9. So the next day at 9, I'm like, I told him what I just told you, and he goes, I got your story, Sheriff. And so then I was on the phone with Sheriff, and as he'll tell you, I tortured him because I kept saying, this sounds interesting, but I need total access. And he kept saying, you will have it. And I kept saying, no, total. I said it like 10 times. Because people they say that, but they don't mean it. And I was like, well, I'm getting in a car. I'm driving to meet you. And he's like, good. And so I got there the next day, and he had found a picture of me off the internet and gave me a pass. He said, total access. I spent 2 days with us, and then I said, I'm going to get a camera, and I'm coming back.
So, yes, thank you so much. To your question, I'll give it to Beth's credit, and everything you see, and this was episode 1 of 4, nothing is rehearsed, nothing is reenacted, nothing is scripted. It's totally real. First thing she said to me is, I don't want to tell a story. I just want to film your story. She never came in with any agenda for us, Ryan. She didn't say, this is what I want to see. She just followed us. Her and her crew of 10, all day long followed us. And all we want to do, the whole reason we agreed to it, is we just want to show the story of addiction, the real story of addiction and recovery, and tell the story that recovery is possible, right? Right? But we also wanted to tell the story that it wasn't easy, and it's going to take a lot of work, and to really highlight how much work you all do every day, day in and day out for the rest of your life. So we just wanted to show the story of addiction that's real and recovery, and that's what she really portrayed, I think. I have not seen the other episodes. I didn't see this one before now, so I don't know what they'll contain, but I'm watching.
All right, perfect. Do we have another question? Anybody? We're going to be shy. Okay. No? No questions? Okay. No. Here we go. Right over here.
Sheriff, something I can't understand is, how come you aren't a movie star?
Well, first of all, my salary for this was $0. It may have even cost me money. We don't want this to be about me. We don't want it to be about our staff. We really don't even want it to be about Chesterfield County Sheriff's Office. It's about the people struggling with the disease of addiction and their pathway to recovery. And as you saw, not everybody succeeds. Not everybody succeeds. A majority do, the far majority do. Our program's been 6 years old now. We've had over 3,000 people through it. In each of the pods, there's a picture of everybody who went through the program who's since died of addiction. I think those pictures are totaling around 47. 47 out of 3,000 plus. That means there's 2,600, my math is bad, but there's 2,700 whatever success stories out there that need to be told. And behind you are all the success stories. Where are my success stories?
He's putting you on the spot, Steve.
Steve, I'm in recovery. I just want to say that I think this was amazing. I'm a little shy about what was going on. I didn't want to see myself on TV, but when he was talking about payment, if maybe somebody on the 12th that's out there that's sick and suffering can see what we deal with and what we're doing, and they can put down because of it and go get some help, then our payment has been paid in full. And I think that's all that I really want to push for is to just stop. Let's stop. Let's come together and let's get the stigma of addiction tearing down, and let's do something different and become one. Thanks for letting me share.
Awesome.
So this well-dressed man right here, I want him to say a few words because he's really what it's all about. You know, reintegration into the community and success, and looking damn sharp too.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. My name is Snice, I'm an addict. I came into HARP on December 3rd, 2018. I stayed in there 2 years. It gave me my foundation. The first thing Ms. Hutchinson did was started on my home plan. She sent the paperwork back with all these red marks on it. You can't do this, you gotta go to recovery house. I was like, what's a recovery house? She was like, true recovery, this and that. I was like, well, I gotta go this and do that and do. Same thing God was saying. She was like, throw that out the window, get your foundation. That's what I did in HARP. I got my foundation. I learned what recovery was. Archie and Sean used to come back, so I was able to see what recovery looked like. I went into Chesterfield Drug Court, which gave me another foundation, which HARP transcended that into real life. I was able to, I'm still in true recovery. I'm still there, still doing things with recovery. So it was a blessing. You know, it started when I got arrested on Jeff Davis, and I threw my hands up. I was like, I'm done, I'm done. They was like, yeah, you really done. You know, so I've been using hard drugs since 1983. Some of y'all weren't born. Some of y'all was little babies. But Sheriff Leonard, I thank you. I thank God. I thank God for you. You know, I thank God for you. You know, so it's a blessing. You know, you saved my life. You know, I'm able to be in my family's life. You know, trying to get things back right overnight, that don't work. Just patience, take time. Things I learned from Ms. Gordon, so thank you. Here you go. Sure. Thank you.
Does Ashley, you want to?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Me? Okay, so I'm definitely nervous. All right, so bear with me. All right, but this program is the beginning of something new for me, like something that I've never experienced. Like, today I have people I could trust. I'm proud of myself. Like, I have faith that I could be the mother that my daughter needs me to be. And this show, Beth, amazing. The first episode was great, so I can imagine what the rest of it is gonna be like. And that awareness is what's gonna be able to hopefully put an end to this cycle of addiction. And I'm just grateful to be a part of it and to shine some light on addiction. I don't know.
All right, do we want to go back out? Does anyone have another question or something they want to share? Yeah, right over here.
Eli, my addict. Eli! I think somebody from the male HARP system needs to step up and ask a question. Before I get into that, two things. One, y'all may not notice, but the name Jailhouse Redemption, it was some little confusion about what the name was going to be, and Lou came to me as senior member. I shot him about 30 names, and that was one of them.
Too late for that. It's a little too late for that.
Before I get into my question I have for you, Beth, I just want to give Steve-O his flowers while you're up on stage. This is, I'm really new to recovery, bro, and this is bigger than me, this is bigger than everybody in here, and you don't know how you shape everybody, just not even by what you say, but how you move. And I appreciate it. Beth, just real quick, as a person that is currently incarcerated, I just wanted to ask, there's a lot of rumors that maybe there's a season 2. I want to clear up the rumors, maybe you have anything on that, I don't know if you want to spoil it, but...
I got nothing but hope. Nothing but hope. Fingers crossed.
Well, I got the folks from Discovery here. Anybody in here want to see a season 2? You can't say that. You haven't even seen episode 2. And when does it get released?
It comes out, was it Thursday or Wednesday morning? It gets released. All day, right?
Yeah, all 4 shows, May 12th, I think it's 5 a.m., all 4 episodes drop.
They drop at the same time.
At the same time, so you can binge if you want.
Yep. And that's on Discovery Plus. Discovery Plus.
Discovery Plus.
All right.
Any other questions? And you can ask anybody up here questions. You're not getting pizza tonight. So. All right, we have a question.
So this is sort of like a 2-part question. How does HARP follow up with the people that were in HARP, and how is the show gonna follow up with people that were in it? And if it does, how does that look?
Well, one, Bailey should be up here giving the answer, but you just gave her the microphone, so I'm going to turn over to Bailey in a second, but I will say this. One of the reasons we're so successful with our program is what we do post-release. We just don't let you out the door and wipe our hands and say, that's it, have a nice life. We have a very robust alumni group that we stay in touch with. We have reunions. We have HARP RVA, which is a nonprofit we just officially opened a couple months ago. And that's putting our HARP into the community. And those doors are open for anybody in the community who is struggling with addiction or seeking that long-term recovery. We have a lot of programs that continue post-release from our jail. One of the things we do, and we talk about breaking rules, and I'm saying this in front of a lot of attorneys and judges and people in here today, is we open our doors in the jail to anybody struggling with addiction. Anybody who's left the program is welcome to come in any day, and they come in every day. If you want to come in at 2 o'clock in the morning because you think you're going to go to your dealer, come to me instead. When we started doing this, people said, nobody's going to go to the jail for help. People come to the jail every day now for help, and that's what we wanted to create. So, I don't know why Miss Bailey is hiding back there when she should be up here, but Miss Bailey, can you talk about the post-release?
Yeah, oh gosh, sorry. I think you answered most of it. A huge piece of it is, you look at this recovery community right here and it's incredible. When our individuals leave, they have a community behind them that is supporting them, that's cheering them on every step of the way if they want it. The other big piece is we have grant funding that is able to provide recovery housing when people get out. That's huge to be able to relieve the burden of having to pay for a house, to pay for somewhere to stay. The first bit of time when they get out is huge. Ms. Hutchison and everything she does for reentry is a huge piece of it. To have a plan that is solid before you're leaving, to have the guys call you out. I loved that when they're doing their reentry plan, to say, hey, there's some flaws in your thinking. That it's really the community, and then being able to remove any barrier that we can. The nonprofit that we just started, HARP RVA, is huge for that as well, being able to remove barriers of transportation even to get people to doctor's appointments. Really anything we can do to help our individuals succeed, we're trying to do. So that's it.
Sure. Thanks. And then in terms of the show, right, Beth, I mean, you want to talk about how we follow up with some of the people. Season 2 will follow up more, right? Fingers crossed, right? We've just got to keep the pressure on the Discovery kids.
You mean at the end of 4?
Sure.
At the end of episode 4, we have a sort of little, where are they now? So we kind of give you a little text on where are they now for the main characters in the show in 4. And then, of course, season 2, right, Bill? We'll really get down to it then.
Yeah. Great. All right, are there maybe one more question or any, yeah? We can do multiple questions, sure.
Thanks, Bill. This one is directed to Sheriff Leonard. Addict named Karl. For years, you guys locked guys like me up and didn't care what happened to us after we left. My question is, what was the deciding factor that changed your thought process towards people like me?
I don't know. You know, the truth of it is, when you spend time with you all, and when I say you all, I mean people incarcerated, when you spend the time to get to know the individuals and see them as what are they? Human beings, because they're all human beings. And finding the underlying talents and skills and abilities they all possess. These are some of the smartest, most talented people I've known. You know, Callie Amin, who you saw play the piano, he can play an entire song on the piano without notes after hearing it one time. One time he hears it on the radio, he can play that entire song. And he also plays multiple instruments. The talent these folks have. So, you know, getting to know the folks and see them for what they truly are, I think, really opens up your eyes, and I think that's why we've changed what we do in basic jailing, right? We've done it wrong for years. The revolving door has been here for 200 years. You know, at one point, we got to stop and say, this is ridiculous. Like you said, I said, the definition of insanity. Keep doing the same thing, we keep expecting different results, it doesn't happen. So we're breaking the mold. That's what we did. We're getting to know you. We're getting to put our investment in you. And we found that if we can give you a little hope, that hope grows exponentially within you to where you now have that hope in yourself and you become that productive member of society, which is our ultimate goal.
Yeah, great. There was another question over here.
Hi everybody. Thank you so much. This was unbelievable, amazing, amazing. So proud of you, so proud. Does Amber come back? I just fell in love with her. Is she?
Discovery Plus.
Oh.
Sure. Is there, sure, question over here?
I can answer that question that gentleman asked.
Who are you?
I'm Dr. Gay. I'm the medical director for the Sheriff's Office. And I can tell you how it started. It started with him coming to my office at 7:30 at night, asking me why I'm still there. And then he asked me, do we have a heroin problem? And I said, yes, we do. And I asked him why. He said, well, I just got a report that we had the 10th death in Chesterfield County in 2 months, when we had 12 deaths for the whole year the previous year. And the reason why we have the HARP is he loves people, and he loves to see change. And he's a change maker. Thank you very much.
I think his evaluation is coming due.
Got one more over here.
This one's for Steve. Will you ever get another girl's name tattooed on you?
No.
All right.
Is that not your wife's name?
No, Sheriff.
No.
This is not my wife's name. This is nobody's name. Huh? It was a bad decision.
That goes without saying.
All right, I think that's pretty good. Is there anything, Sheriff? Do you have any closing statement? You want to say anything?
No, I mean, I appreciate everybody coming out tonight, being part of this. This is, not my sheriff's office doing. This is a Chesterfield County. We have Kelly Freed here. Where's Kelly? Kelly, some of the people you see in there aren't my folks. They come out of Chesterfield County Mental Health. You have your 5 Board of Supervisor members here. You have Dr. Casey here. I could not do any of this if every one of them wasn't behind us. I got our Commonwealth attorneys, drug court. I got all these folks that make this work. This is not a sheriff's office product. This is a community-wide and volunteers. We have so many volunteers in our community who come in every day and help us out. So this is just, it takes a village to change. We have a village working in Chesterfield County and working with HARP.
Yeah, there it is. All right, thank you very much, Sheriff. Thank you for letting us into your world and showing us your world, and thank you to showing us your world too. It's an unbelievable story. We're so excited for it. Watch.
Watch.
Thank you.